Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce Semantics video session 269. So basically in today's video, we will go through the second scenario and try to solve it via SAQL. So we covered the scenario one and now this is the scenario two. Basically what I did is I just mapped the table once again and I mentioned the question over here. So this was the scenario two question. Show all opportunities that demonstrate a sales engagement through official registration, stage progression activities or partner involvement even if they are not officially registered. So they want to show all the opportunities, which is either having the official registration, it can have stage progression activities or partner. So basically, it wants to show all the OppID in one way. Okay, that's the thing. Irrespective of whether they're officially registered or not. The first step of the opportunities is basically those OppID which are officially registered. But here it's saying just show everything if they are having the stage activities. Sorry, stage count partner activities, or any kind of partner involvement, and just display that. Now, this is pretty simple actually, in a way where, one thing we know. So if I just ensure we map the resultant table, so of course I know that O1, O2, O3, O4, these are going to come up over here, right? Then we will have the O5 and O6 as well as O7, right? Because it has the partner involved over here. Okay. And of course, we can map the particular name. I think one thing I didn't write is I think I didn't do in scenario one also was the okay, fine. If needed, we can also display the op name, which is fine. I have skipped, but I think it's better we also display the op name, right? Uh, but I think in op name also we don't have everything. Okay, I think that is fine. Now, stage count, if you see for O1, it will be 2, right? For O2, it will be 1. For O3, it will be 1. And again, for O5, it will be 1. Similarly, for activity count, here we have 1, okay, 2. For O4, it will be 1. And for O6, it will be 1 once again. Has partner involvement. So we know that O1, O2, O3, 7 has partner involvement. So I will write yes, yes, yes. And O7 also it will be, for O7 also it will be yes. Okay. And for the first three, it will be. So I think this is pretty simple. We already understood that this is the main table, and over this we are going to join this and this as well as this one. Now here, of course, I'm just saying the partner involvement, so it will be in yes or no. So I actually don't need partner reference in this case because if you see the question, it is written show all opportunity to demonstrate sales engagement, professional registration, stage for employees, or partner involvement. So it just wants to know if the partner involvement is there or not. Okay, but in scenario one, if you see, it's written that we need the partner information. So there's a difference actually here. It just needs to check whether it has partner involvement, and in the scenario one, it wanted the partner information. Okay, so that's why I had to go for the recipe. Here it's not needed because I just want to check if the partner involvement is there or not, okay, without actually mapping any kind of partner information. So I think these four tables will actually do it for me, right? Okay, with that being the resultant table, now let's solve this on SAQ. So here we actually completely need the SAQ. We don't need anything related to recipe. We had the question been that, okay, show also the partner information. We would have definitely needed the recipe for sure, okay? So what I will do is I will duplicate this tab. So let me open the opportunity sales life cycle. Let me open the opportunity stages. Let me also open opportunity activities. And the final one was the opportunity partner map. So I will open the opportunity. Oh, opportunity. Where is that? Yeah, this one opportunity. Now the reason why I just duplicated that because I can just take the reference of one of the scenarios, right? Because the structure is more or less same. so I won't again write everything from scratch. Okay, so I think these things will be deleted, of course. Okay, and what I will do is from here, I will take the help of this SQL query and I will just map this and make some necessary changes wherever it's required. Okay, I think here we only have three, okay, which is fine, which is not an issue. So first thing first, let me just write it as A. So here, as I mentioned, we need every information, so we will go for full. So here also it's full, as well as over here, as well as over here. And finally, we will have B by op. So we are loading the sales stage activities partner map. That is fine. For each, we are generating the op ID. Now here, of course, I have to mention everything. So it will be like B dot op ID, C dot op ID, B dot op ID. That is fine. Count of B, count of C as stage count. And here I just need the partner information. So what I can write is I can write a case when statement, case when, let's say count of B. If it is more than zero, then I will say more than zero, then yes. Okay. Because if the partner involvement is there, it has to show yes, else it will be no, and as, and I will just write the same name over here, that is as partner involvement. Okay. So I think I'm done. I'm loading the sales life cycle, stage life cycle activities partner. I'm doing the full over here, which is fine. Now I'm generating the op ID as well, count of B as count of C, the count, and because I have to answer in yes or no the partner environment, so I'm just checking if from the partner map, uh, if okay here one thing is there, I have the op ID, which is fine. Right, if the count of B is more than zero, then yes, because see for op ID I'm actually having the partner map. So if the op ID is existing, then definitely it will map as yes. Okay, otherwise it is going to map as no. So I think that's it. Let me run the query. Okay, cool. O1, O2, O3. Okay, something is missing. Why I'm not able to get O5, O6? That is strange. Let's check what's the issue. I think probably something related to op ID, I guess. Op ID seems fine for me. Okay, let's see. Okay, I have to write OLS actually. Okay, so here I have to write OLS. Let me check the structure. We're referencing one of them, how we write that OLS part. Op ID, op ID. See this trial one. That's not mentioned. That's fine. Maybe I can just try it out. So here it will be OLS first of this one. Now let's see. Coalesce needs at least two arguments, got one. Okay, cool. Let me write it inside. So here, let me write first. Dot of ID cannot use multiple streams in one aggregate. In one of the lens, I actually made use of the policy. I just check that part very quickly. Okay, let's say I check the customer engagement just to get an idea of how I have written that. Like, making some mistakes, some kind of syntax error. Let's we will rectify that, not an issue. And somewhere I've used that policy. While writing college, I haven't written the first. I think first is not needed because anyhow it's having one of them, right? Let's see if it works out. So how it should work out, I guess. Okay, great. So I have mapped everything that is from O1 to O7. Uh, like sometimes if it doesn't contain students, you don't require to have that first, right? Because anyhow, I'm grouping by op ID. So when I'm grouping by an op ID, we don't need to put that in first, right? That is not needed. But of course, if we have to reference some other fields, other dimension fields, we have to mention the word first. So I think that's fine. That's why I've written coalesce, and I think I get all the information over here. So O1 till O7 and 2111. I think something that is matching as well. Let's see. 2111, yeah, that's matching. For activity count also. Okay. For activity, it's like 1211 something. Okay. Yeah. 1211. And yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So I think everything is matching. So I can just save it as scenario two. And I can mention this as sales opportunity life cycle. Okay. So I will save it in my SAQL app. So that was all about this scenario. I hope it's clear. So, and I hope you got the difference of scenario one and scenario two, because in scenario one, it was asking me show all officially tracked opportunities enriched with stage count. So the main table will be to show all the tracked opportunities, the table one. But when it comes to scenario two, it is telling me to show all opportunities that is demonstrated sales engagement. Like it can be either through official listing stage activities or partner. It doesn't matter if they're not officially registered. Just they want to see that complete track of official registration, stage progression, partner involvement, or activity. So of course we have to go for all and we have to show everything. Here particularly I didn't go for recipe because they just need to check here whether the partner is involved or not. Okay. But in first scenario they wanted the partner information. Okay. If the question changes, definitely we have to make use of recipe because for simple reason we have to break into rows that can only be done in recipe, which I already explained. Right. So that was all about the scenario two. And in the next session, we will cover the scenario three, of course. Show only opportunities that have progressed in the sales process, meaning they have at least one stage, and enrich them with activities and partner signals if available. So here, if you see, we want to only show opportunities that have progressed in the sales table, like they have at least one stage. That means one thing is very much clear that, here, basically, we will take this one as our main table, isn't it? So here we have op ID, like definitely we will have op ID O1, O2, O3, O5, because these are some of the stages which have at least one, because this stage contains those op ID which have at least one of the stages, isn't it? And that is something which is mentioned. And other than that, they are saying that mention the count of activities. I think that's something which is written. Mention the and enrich them with activities and partner signals, right? So we can just mention the count of activities and whether that has partner involvement or not, but this is the main table which will be driving it. Okay, so that will be the thing. So yeah, let's see how it goes on in our next video. But yeah, as of now, we just solved the scenario two, and let's meet very soon and complete all the other scenarios as well. Thank you.